Welcome to game night, my friends. You're watching Brad's on a Map, and tonight we are playing Sushi Go Party. I play these games live and unscripted so that you can hear all of my thoughts, strategies, and table talk. My goal is to give you the confidence to try these games out for yourself. Maybe you'll even decide to host your own game night. If you're here live on Twitch, you're part of the table tonight, so join the chat. And if you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment. Let me know what moves you would have done differently. If you enjoy these playthroughs, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Brad's on a Map. I also share highlights from every game on Instagram and TikTok, so if one of those makes you laugh or rethink a strategy, pass it on. And with that, it's time for Sushi Go Party. Let's see how well I actually read the rulebook. As the name implies, this is a party game. We've been doing some heavy-ish games the last couple of weeks, so I thought we'd lighten it up a little bit. This game is a lot of fun. It takes 10 minutes to play, depending on your player count. It's just passing a lot of cards around. We're going to explore a mechanic called card drafting tonight. Let's jump into a game and see what it looks like. Sushi Go Party is an extension of a previous game called Sushi Go, and they just made it a little better. So they added a little more variety and they added a little more player count. All we're doing here is we're just having a fun little sushi date night. We're going to be drafting cards, which means we each are going to have this stack of cards in front of our hands, and we're going to pass them around and select cards as we go. So right here, you can see all of the cards that each person has played. So just imagine that each person has 8-ish cards in their hand. They're going to take one card that they want based on their strategy for this course. They're going to take that, they're going to play it, and then they're going to pass their deck to the left. And then you get the cards that the last person had. You're going to look through that and decide what to play. So the actual mechanic is really simple. You just take a handful of cards, grab one, play it, and then pass it along. So what are we actually trying to do here? We're having a 3-course meal, and I don't know how to describe this thematically. We're just trying to have the coolest plate of sushi in front of us. So every game can be different, but up top you'll see the menu for this particular game that we're looking at right here. So there's always going to be nigiri in the game. And you can see that there's a few different ones. You got egg, salmon, and squid, and they're worth different points depending on which one it is. The salmon one's also winking at us. I don't know what to do with that information, but it kind of makes me not want to try the salmon. Then we have some other variety that we'll get in here. And each of these different types of cards are just going to have like weird ways they score. So the nigiri is always 1, 2, or 3, depending on the type. This uramaki, if you look at the top here, you'll see that each one represents a total number of uramaki. So this one on the left has 5, the middle one has 4, and then the one on the right has 3. So what you're trying to do here is you're trying to be the first one to get 10, and then you're going to score a bunch of points based off of that. Now, if you don't get to 10, you don't get any points. So this is one you need to invest in. Maybe don't start that investment towards the end of the round. But you see this early, and if you can grab a 5 off the bat, you can get to 10 total, you're going to get some good points off of there. These are always fun ones. So the eel here is high risk, high reward. So you're banking that you can get more than one. What this terminology at the bottom means is if you only have one of these on your plate, you're going to lose 3 points. But if you get 2 or more, you're going to get 7. So again, it's a little bit of risk, but if you can get more than one and you know that there's more than one out there, you can get some solid points for that. Tofu, kind of the opposite. So if we look back at the eel, it's like if you get 1, you're going to lose points or not do great. If you get 2 or more, you're doing well because you'll get 7 points. When we look at this tofu here, if you get 1, you're going to get 2 points. That's okay. If you get 2, you get 6. That's pretty good. But if you end up with 3 or more, you get no points. So you can actually have too many of these. And what you'll notice as we play this game is people are going to take the good stuff out of a hand when we start, and then just crap is going to be left at the end. So you might see one that has a bunch of tofu in it, and that's how you'd end up in tofu. So if I have a hand of cards that only has 2 left, and I take the one that's not tofu, I'm giving that last card of tofu to somebody. So someone's going to get stuck with this. So you might be playing the game well and have 6 points based off of this, but then you get stuck with a tofu on the last card, and then you're down to 0. Onigiri is based on unique shapes you can get. So you're looking for collection of sets here. And why is all guys, I don't like the winking sushi. I don't mind the smile, the little knowing grin, but the winking needs to stop. Why are you excited that I'm about to eat you? But anyways, so you can see how there's 4 different ones, and you're gonna get points based on the variety you have. So you can get all 4 of these guys, you're gonna get 16 points, but it's gonna be prorated down from that if you don't. There's always some special cards in there. What does this one say? If you play a menu card, draw 4 cards from the unused deck and look at them and play one immediately. Okay, so basically you look at your hand and there's a bunch of crap in there you don't like them. So a menu is like a free blind draw off of the unplayed deck because I don't like what's in my hand and I don't want to get stuck with them. And so that's going to let me choose elsewhere. Chopstick is another special card. It's just like a pass. So I'm going to put this down, and that's going to reserve the right to play 2 cards in a future hand. So if this hand really sucks and I play a Chopstick, maybe another hand has some really good stuff in it, and then I will activate my Chopsticks, and then I can take 2 really good cards from the next hand. The last thing we need to talk about is dessert. So there's always going to be 1 dessert card. This one happens to be fruit, and you can see how it's scored. I'll describe that in a minute. Everything else in here is going to get scored at the end of every round. So we're going to do 3 rounds, passing these cards around in our hands, and then scoring. Dessert only gets scored at the end of the game. So we're actually going to take our dessert and put it in this cool little fridge right here. And so we don't score dessert throughout the game, we score it by the end. And so it's always going to be something that you need to stock up on. It's not going to get you immediate points, but if you don't get any at the end, you're going to be in trouble. So this one's a little complicated, but essentially we need all of these different types of fruit. And for any type of fruit we don't get, if you look closely there, we're going to get -2 points. If we can get 1 or more, then we get 0, 1, 3, 6, or 10. So these can be kind of complicated, but the idea here is you're going to have to pass on some immediate benefits to get long-term benefits, and especially to avoid bad things at the end. Usually if you're in last place in dessert, you're going to lose a lot of points at the end. So you can be doing great the entire game and then lose points. So you can see here, this is a custom menu. This game is really cool and it has a lot of replayability in that you can set a different menu every time you play. So it's not going to be the same one every time. The original Sushi Go, I believe, is a set menu. And so you can kind of get into a strategy you like and not delve from it. And it can get kind of boring. This one, there's always nigiri, and then there's a certain amount of appetizers. Maybe there's 1 special, and there's always 1 dessert. And there's different cards in here that we'll see. And we're going to try and play a couple of rounds tonight. And we're going to see different cards that we don't see every time. And so that's fun. And it adds a lot of variety and it adds a lot of freshness to the game. So with that, let's jump into the game and hopefully it'll make sense as we go. Oh no, I want to go back. What was this guy? Look at this guy. This unique onigiri. Okay, that guy is adorable. He's my favorite. I really like the art on this game. The art is kind of what gets you thematically engrossed into a game. This game takes 5-10 minutes to play, so we should be able to find somebody pretty quickly. Thank you, Lord Zeon. I know you like this shirt. I've got adrenaline in my soul tonight, so we thought we'd do a little more flavor than just the plain tea. Look at that. That didn't take long at all. All right, so the first thing we're going to have to do is kind of quickly look at all of the food that's available in this game. Once we get a few plays into the first round, the first course, we'll have a pretty good sense of what all of the foods are that we're going for. But at first, as our time's ticking down, we start with 215. We got to pick a card off the bat. Okay, so we're seeing the nigiri again. Ooh, we could get a 3 off the bat. So if we can't think quickly, we're going to grab that 3 and be done with it. Tamaki. Okay, so whoever has the most of these, we don't know how many there are. So whoever has the most can get 4 points. Whoever has the least can get -4. So we're going to have to invest at that at some point. Miso soup. It's 3 points if you play it, but if more than one person plays it in a single turn, they get thrown out. That's always a fun dynamic because you're guessing what's out there. Sashimi, you got to invest in. So if we get 3 of these, we'll get 10. But if we get less than 3, we get nothing. Same thing with tempura, just as a little lower level. So we need 2 of those for 5. So maybe we don't care about those as much. I do like the sashimi. So if we can see those, we might start investing. We already talked about both of these specials, but also I don't normally like to grab a special off the bat, so we're gonna move on. I think the safe bet is just grab this squid nigiri. Let's just get 3 points and let's get on the board. And see, I was tempted to play the miso there, but someone else played it and we would have canceled each other out. Playing a chopstick off the bat. So this person is basically saying, I didn't really like this hand, but I want the right to choose 2 cards in the next hand. Okay, so it's still early, so let's invest in the sashimi. Remember, we need 3 of these. Boom, look at that. Okay, so we could get another sashimi here. Do I want to jump in with the pudding? So the pudding is the dessert. Remember, this only scores at the end. Whoever's the most has 6. Whoever's the least gets -6. I don't recall seeing any other puddings. So I think I'm gonna trust my ability to get the sashimi later, and I'm gonna grab that pudding so I can put it into my fridge. Let's see if I can grab a second sashimi here. I'm kind of all in on the sashimi right now. Ah, this bastard took one of the sashimis. Well, that might have hurt me. Okay, let's be conservative here. I don't know if this is conservative or not, because again, you know, with 3, it's not that hard to memorize how many cards are out there. But as I've said, as I'm talking through this, I'm not really memorizing the hands as much. So we will see if someone else plays a miso. Well, a little bit of a good news, bad news there. Is it gonna wait for it? Things are just processing. Oh, people are playing their special cards. Huh, maybe I misread that. I thought we all played miso. Or maybe they just go in a certain order. I don't really know. Ah, see. And this is where I need to cut my losses because everyone else is invested in sashimi. I'm not going to get it. So I'm going to take a chopstick now and lean into the next one. We're not off to a great start here, guys. But no one has played the tamaki yet. So what I can do is, let's play this card and call chopstick. So remember, that any kind of special card, you can declare playing it at any point. So I'm going to declare that I'm going to play my chopsticks here. Okay, see? Everyone played a tamaki because we all realized at the end there that we were running low. But since I played my chopstick, I'm going to grab a second tamaki. And boom, now I'm in the lead there. Do I risk the tempura? That guy doesn't want it. This guy probably... I'm going to risk it because this guy's already got 2, so he has no motivation to get a third. This guy doesn't have one yet. So hopefully when he sees me play it, now he'll say there's only 3 cards left. It's too late to invest in it. And maybe he will punt. Let me grab another tamaki here. I'm not losing this tamaki. You guys are losing the tamaki. Give me all the tamaki. Well, that's an easy decision. Chopstick. But am I even going to get to use it? I'm not. Shit. So basically, I'm going to get to play 2 cards in this last one, but there's not going to be 2. Look at that. It worked out. I got my second tamaki. Tickle Me. That's an amazing screen name that you just made me say on many platforms. It's not Tickle Me. It's Tickle Me. This game looks interesting. It's making me hungry now. Yeah. My favorite games are the games that you get engrossed in them. There's plenty of really abstract games and they're fun in their own right, but it's not that hard to do a little cartoonish artwork and get people invested in. And you do get these little trays with you, I believe, as well. Or maybe that's the sushi roll one. I don't remember. But yeah, just a little bit of theme goes a long way. So where are we at here? Okay. So that investment paid off well. I got the 4 there for the most least. I got away with the tempura at the end there. So we're in good shape. A nice little head start. And we put that dessert in. And so that's key. Because that's actually going to be a big swing at the end now. Okay, where are we at? We got some nigiri. We got the squid. I always like the squid if I can grab it. Do we erase the tempura again? You know, I always like to get points on the board really quick. So give me those 3 points. Things are just resolving. Maybe someone played a special card. Okay. Okay, another pudding. Maybe I grab the sashimi now. If I'm remembering correctly, it goes in order, so top to bottom. So I believe this hand is going to Shmikiel. Excuse my pronunciation. So anyways, I'm going to grab this because I think this the second player is going to want that pudding. So let me snag this, and hopefully they punt a little bit on the sashimi. Oh, they didn't. Oh wait, that's coming up next. See, sometimes you got to think fast. So I'm trying to think through my strategy, explain my strategy, and also think through these people's strategy. So let's double up on the sashimi. That puts us in a really good spot. 2 sashimis after 3 cards. We're looking good to get 3 of those. Ooh, Blue Jay put 2 puddings. Good move, Blue Jay. Okay, so remember, whoever gets the most of these is going to get 6 points. Whoever gets second gets 0. Whoever gets third gets -6. So these matter a lot. So I don't know if I'm going to see another one, but at least I'm not in last. And I'm not sure that there's any left. No one's invested in the tamaki yet. Let's start going in the tamaki. Well, you know what? At this point, I'm just trying to screw over the second player here. So I'm going to take that tempura so they don't get the pair. And I will get first dibs on the next tempura, because my cards are going to that player. And so if there's another tempura, I'm going to get it before them. Haha, suck it. Give me that tempura. I got my 5 points off of that now. That's good. I am in last place with the tamaki, so I'm going to have to grab that soon if I can. Haven't been paying attention to the miso soup. Remember, the miso soup, if more than one person plays it, it gets discarded. So we'll just be conservative and we'll grab our 2 points here. And now I'm in last place with the tamaki. This is bad. This is real bad. This is real, real bad. We're going to risk it for the miso soup. That's good. Definitely going to lose points on the tamaki there, but that's okay. Because I like to think that they reacted to me, or at least that's what I'm telling myself. And so I'll lose those points there, but I also stole 6 points from this person here, so that's fine. I'll take the L there. Dang it. Okay, we both played the miso soup there, which means I didn't get any points for it. Okay, I did okay there. I did get last. That was the -4 that got me for having the least of the tamaki. But it looks like over here I'm still in first place. So we're going to the last round. All right, now it's all about the pudding, guys. Oh, there was another pudding. Dang it. Okay. I'm going to grab the chopsticks because I'm hoping for a double pudding. So I want the right to play 2 soon. Yep, Blue Jay grabbed a pudding. No pudding in that hand. Interesting. Well, this might have just bit me. Really? Ooh, decisions, decisions. So where the heck is all the pudding? That would mean if there's more, it's in the hand Blue Jay currently has, which means Blue Jay's going to spam the pudding. All right, well, I guess we're leaning into the sashimi. God! Oh, that sucks. Well, there's my pudding. Gotta grab it now. See, that's just shitty hand luck. I got last dibs on the pudding. So we're getting -6 there. Now I kind of want that special menu. I think it's coming back around unless someone took it. Someone took it. Well, this isn't going great, guys. I know it looks like I'm doing okay and I'm winning. I'm pretty sure when it's all said and done, I'm going to lose. But we'll see. Let's check some other stuff here. So I've got a sashimi. No one else has sashimi. I'm going to have to gamble here. So I'm going to gamble for 2 tempura and 3 sashimi, because I'm pretty sure we're going to tie here with 2 puddings each. And so we're both going to get -6. And it just is what it is. There's none left. I had really bad luck on when the pudding was available. So we're just going to have to adapt. Need that third sashimi, though. Let's play chopsticks here. So we have our chopsticks. We don't want to get last in the tamaki, so we're going to grab a tamaki and then play our chopstick for a second tamaki. No, this is the hand that I just had. So I saw there were two in there. I know it had a weird animation, but this was the same hand I just had, so that's why I decided that I wanted two of those. I don't know if there's another sashimi. This might have been a terrible, terrible final hand, just a really bad draw. Well, we're going to lean into the tamaki first and foremost. Not great, not great, not great, not great. Did I grab the only two sashimi and there wasn't a third? That sucks. This isn't it, guys. I don't think this one worked out in our favor. Let's find out. Oh, look at those round totals. That's crazy. That, you know, this person just got first dibs on all the puddings. And so that's a 12-point swing right there. And without that, I'm at 34. He's at 34. So the puddings literally cost me there. Invested early in the sashimi. Got both of the sashimis. Can I move this? I might be able to move it. I'll just close it. Let's go back to the final situation. Invested early in the sashimis. Didn't realize there was only two and I need a set of three. Invested in the tempura too late. Woof. Okay, I thought we were doing well there. We went the wrong way with it. But that's all there is to this game. You could knock out a dozen of these in a single game night. This is a really good palate cleanser as well. So either a lighter game night with people who don't want a heavy game, or just play a couple rounds of this as a palate cleanser at the end of the night after a heavier game. So let's try that again. Okay, wait, we got two here. That's what we need. So once we get two, hopefully that means someone will come and grab the last spot. We'll find out. Yeah, let me know if you guys have played both Sushi Go and Sushi Go Party, which one you like better. It feels like a better game for more people. So the fact that Sushi Go Party can handle up to 8, I think is a benefit, as well as the replayability you get from multiple menus. Anyway, let's do a quick memorization here. Our old friend Tamaki. So most gets 4, fewest gets -4. Dumplings. So this is just the scoring track for how many you get. A minute and a half left. We'll keep an eye on edamame. 1 per opponents with edamame. So that's like mutually assured destruction. We all have to invest or no one gets any points. Our old friend Tofu from the demo. We did that one. What is this? A special copies any other card you previously played in the current round. Oh, that's valuable. And then the super complicated dessert, which is fruit. So we're going to be spamming desserts here. So let's not think too hard about it. Let's spam that dessert. And you can see that Handsome Bono did the same thing. Okay, let's get some points on the board. I don't like the winking salmon. I don't like it. Let's get some dumplings. Let's go in on dumplings pretty early here. Waiting on someone else. I think they played the special menu that lets them look out of the unplayed deck, and they got a squid nigiri, which is really cool. What's up, Board Game James? Thanks for joining us. Now what? No one's played the edamame yet. 1 per opponents with edamame. So this is a max of 3. So this is one that I think is better in a higher player count game. If I'm understanding that correctly, if it was a 5-player game and all 5 of us had edamame, I get 4 points because the other 4 people had it. But in a 3-player game, that means the max I can get is 2. So I don't really want any part of that. There's a lot of sushi here. So someone's going to end up with a sushi here. Let's just lean into the dumplings. We had a plan. Let's stick with it. Let's not be cowards. That being said, I haven't seen a lot of other dumplings. There's my special dumplings. And I kind of want to burn this card. So I could grab this dumpling, but I'm going to do a little gamesmanship here. I'm going to grab the special order card, which is going to let me copy a dumpling I already have. So it's the same net effect of getting a dumpling, but someone else does not get the special order card. It's always important to do a little hate drafting. We'll see that more in other games that I've got coming up. Oh, shoot, it's on me. I didn't realize I had to copy it immediately. Normally special orders you play after everyone selects. Don't want the tofu. I am in last in Tamaki. Do I bite the bullet there? I think I bite the bullet there because I'm going to be tied with this guy. This is another one because it's a 3-player game. So if I grab one of these, I'm tied with this guy. I'm still in last. This guy's also probably going to get the other one, and then I'm in last. The odds of me not being last there are pretty low. So let's grab the menu and look through the deck. I'm going to select one from menu of 4. Oh, look, we got our dumplings. Now we're getting somewhere. That's big points right there. That's Mundo points. I think it's a safe time to do what is this? The tofu. Because the odds of us getting stuck with 3 and going down to 0 are pretty low. I'm fine with 1 for 2. If I end up with 2 for 6, that's good. I'd be shocked if I ended up with 3 for 0. Our old friend dumpling, and that is huge. That alone might put us in the lead for this round, just those dumplings. Not much of a choice here. It's way too late for the tamaki, so we'll just take a quick point. Pretty sure we're going to win this round. We're going to get -4, but we're also getting +15. Now we grab an edamame, because that person has 1. That's a point, so we're not totally screwed there. And let's see what we get to close it out. Do I get anything more than 15? Nope. I actually thought I'd have a bigger lead from that. That's interesting. What did we learn there? Maybe the dumplings aren't all they're cracked up to be. That's really interesting. I need to keep that in mind. That I went crazy on dumplings and it got me nowhere. It basically forced me to get last with the tamaki, and it just didn't have a great net effect. So I think we're gonna punt on dumplings this time. But I love dumplings; they're so tasty. Get out of here, handsome Bono. I say that realizing that he's gonna get the hand that I currently have, and then he's gonna just grab a tamaki after me. So this is gonna be a bit of a horse race. Can't wait to see what everyone's overthinking about their cards here. How am I the fastest player when I'm sitting here rambling the entire time instead of paying attention? That could be interesting. I didn't see any dessert though. That's really interesting. So I'm just gonna grab we're gonna do the same thing we did before. So we're gonna take the special order card and copy our tamaki. And it also burns a special order card. I haven't seen any dessert. There wasn't in the hand I just had. There isn't in this hand. This might be a dessertless round. That's wild. So it's all gonna come down to that again. Let's go safe with 2 points for the salmon nigiri. These hands are really uninspiring. Like, there's just a bunch of edamame together that only makes sense if we each take one. I don't know. I feel like this was a really weird draw. So there's no desserts here, which is crazy because it's just going to be luck of the draw on the last one, whoever gets the dessert cards. I'm going to keep spamming the tamaki. Screw these guys. Now they screwed each other because they're tied for last. That's huge. All right, let's do a family pot now because they both grabbed edamame, so I'll grab one too. We each get points there. Stop trying to catch me in the tamaki. You're not going to do it. Who do you think you are? Grab a quick tofu. Edamame won't get us anything. We're already getting the max points for that. They can get screwed with the last edamame. Grab our second tofu. I'm pretty sure. I mean, what are the odds that the last card I get is a tofu? I don't know. We'll find out. He grabbed one, which is good, which makes me think this won't be a tofu. Yes. Okay, I feel good about that round. As I should, because I crushed that round. Kiss my ass. Trying to keep up with me on the tamakis. Okay, what can we learn here? Dumplings are a waste of time. Don't go for the dumplings, at least not in a 3-player game. This is going to be a sprint for desserts because there were no dessert. There was only 2 dessert cards. Maybe there's 3. This guy got 1, but none in that last round. So this is really going to be who gets dessert. Oh, look, no desserts for Brad. So we're going to grab the special menu and hope that we can draw a dessert. Because this is wild. Oh, look, this guy got desserts. Oh, look, I didn't draw desserts. Come on. Every time I play, I think I'm playing well, but I'm just not getting the desserts in this round. Okay, regroup here. Let's do the same thing we've been doing with the tamaki. Dumplings, not for the win. Thanks, Board Game Burks. I realized that after I got my butt whooped in the first round. Where are all the freaking desserts, man? There's just none here. Oof. There's supposed to be more dessert cards in this. Well, I'm going to keep burning these special order cards because screw everybody else. Give me this. Yeah, now copy that. Oh, I have to confirm copy card. Okay. There better be dessert here. You're joking. I don't know what's happening. There's no dessert cards. And this is a crazy scoring one. So we're all going to get minus a lot. Except for Handsome Bono, who's going to run away with this because he got really lucky. So nothing I do matters at this point. I'm going to keep spamming the tamaki, but I'm pretty sure nothing matters because there were so few dessert cards. Wow. I've never seen that before. Yeah, just keep following me in the horse race. Go for it. Everyone just spam tamakis. I've never seen this before. There's no desserts to be had. Okay, what do we got? Tofu. It's a lot of tofus. I might come back to bite me. Yeah, that's it. Just keep spamming each other with tamakis and tie in last. That is your job. I will take a quick 2 points for the salmon nigiri. God, it doesn't matter what I do. I could just flip the cards face down and grab one. It doesn't matter. Handsome Bono's gonna run away with this game. This is pretty funny. That would be +4 for him. No, that'd be +8 for him. So no, this is an 8-point swing. I gotta keep that away from him. Come on, Konturu. Grab one more. All right, did someone else play edamame? Handsome Bono did. Do I want my second tofu? That feels risky. I'm not gonna do it. I'll take the salmon nigiri. It is looking rough for me, Board Game Burks. I started teaching this game and I was like, invest in the desserts early. It'll matter at the end. And then there were just no desserts to invest in. And now I just get a point for dumplings. I'm gonna play one more game here in a second. Oh, it was actually really close. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, actually, Handsome Bono didn't even win with that. That's pathetic. You should be embarrassed. Okay. 3-point game. That's crazy. Everyone just got minus for desserts. That was rough. There were just no desserts to be had. Okay, guys, don't listen to me. Everything I say is wrong because Kantaru invested in the dumplings and ended up winning because of it. So I don't know what I'm talking about apparently. Yikes. Fun little game though. And it doesn't matter if you look at it and you're like, I'm gonna lose. Oh, look, I'm a Sushi Go party enthusiast. That's fun. Doesn't matter if you know you're gonna lose early because this game takes 10 minutes. I appreciate everybody showing up in the chat. I'll try and get the chat on the overlay next week so everyone else can see it and interact with it. It's just a matter of, taking up space if there's no chat. I'm not surprised that there's only a few people watching. I appreciate you guys watching, but I expect it to take a little while before there's any back and forth in there, so I'd rather just have the nice big picture of the box. Oh, he's back. Well, I think I just screwed up my mic. All right, that fixed it. It might have just gotten louder. We're going to run it back with the same guy. All right, we want our revenge this time. See, you can play this game 100 times and think you know the strategy, and you don't get the cards you think you're going to get. And I can sit here and lecture about lead into the dumplings early. Oh, wait, I lost because of them. Think about the desserts, but there are no desserts to be had. Ooh, soy sauce. I like soy sauce. A soy sauce card is worth 4 points if you collected the most variety of card colors during the round. Multiple players play and tie, they get the full amount, so it's friendly. Soy sauce and chopsticks count as colors, but puddings only count if they're. That's so much work for 4 points. I don't think I'm interested in that. That's my favorite. Oh my god, you're my favorite. Fuck strategy. I want that onigiri. That is just a handsome devil. Oh look, and then he can have a little friend, and I've already got 2 of the 4 that I need for that complete set for 16. We're gonna play tamaki in every game. Do I just grab my 3rd onigiri? That's a really good start. I have never seen an active chat before. Oh, let's be friendly. Not sure about the soy sauce. Maybe he has some tips. Give me the dessert. I didn't even read what this dessert is. I'm going to pick it and then look at it. Okay, same one we had the first game. So most pudding gets 6, fewest gets -6. Takeout box. When played, you immediately choose any number of cards you played in previous turns this round to flip. Okay, so you can burn cards that weren't valuable to get 2 points for them. So for example, if we had an egg nigiri and we didn't like it, we could flip that over and it would now be worth 2 points. I think we are just going to grab a pudding. We're going to go ham on the pudding. There's the tamaki we needed. Okay, so we won't get last in the tamaki. That's good. You just said you liked the selection, and now you're talking trash with me about the selection. Do you like it or not? Squid nigiri. That's, I don't know how that's still left. I'll take 3 points for that though. Do I have anything that I want to flip here? I don't think I do. Kontaro, you ruined my complete set. That looks like an ice cream sandwich. That looks like an onigiri that's happy to be an ice cream sandwich. Okay, we're gonna take that because we don't have anything worth. So this card only matters for crappy cards. So flip any cards worth 2. We don't have any of those cards, so there's no reason to play it here. So we'll take the 1 point for the egg nigiri. How many colors do we have? Wait, what do I get points for again? If you collect the most variety of card colors during this round, including this one. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, screw it. We might get 4 points for the soy sauce. What's the last card? Ah, somebody got the takeout box, so they got to flip a card. We'll see what they flip. Oh, they have a choice because they don't want to lose a color to break that tie with me, but they also didn't want to lose any of those set collections. That's funny. That's really funny. I think that went okay. I think I'm doing good score-wise, and I definitely have the most dessert. Okay, so I feel like I'm in really good shape here. So we have a neck and neck game, but I've got 2 puddings in the fridge and no one else has any. That's a good place to be in. And as we've seen before, we could go the rest of the game without seeing any desserts. I don't know what's happening. The dessert chef is on strike or something. Okay, what do we invest in? That's a lot of eel. I feel like I got to grab one of those knowing it'll come back around. Remember, there's 4 of these in this hand, so even if all 3 of us take one, I will get the last one. So that's a good place to be. Guys, I'm just taking all the puddings. I don't care anymore. I'm not finishing my meals. I want desserts. Give me All the pudding. I might get reported for that comment. Do we go for the tamaki? I feel like we're in a good shape with pudding. Let's grab a tamaki because remember, most gets 4, worst gets -4. We got 3 points there. Yeah, let's just lean into the tamaki. It's probably late to invest in this sashimi. You need 3 out of 6. That's gonna be tough. So we're gonna spam tamaki, and if they tie for last, that'd be cool. But either way, I feel better about this game. We'll see what happens, but I feel better about how this is shaping up. Let me move this mic as I drop the clip for it. Is this still picking me up? It looks like it's still picking me up. Excuse the sound effects, guys. Oh well. I'll just hold it for a second. How cool does this look? I look like the, what is it, the Subway Takes guy. I just got to put this on a card. We got time. They can wait. That guy just made me wait forever. Do you guys think I should get a boom mic? I'm not loving the lapel mics. I got them for recording live plays in person. I'm not digging it as much for this. I feel like a boom mic might be better. I already have an actual arm that one of my friends gave me, so I would just have to grab a mic. But anyways, let's take all the tamaki. Okay, that should be better. I forgot about the eels. Fuck. I got distracted and I forgot the eels. Hopefully there's a 6th eel. What was I thinking? I lost my train of thought, and then I looked down and all of the eels were gone. Well, this isn't going to be worth anything. Remember that time I said I thought I was doing well? I am going to have a pretty good lead in dessert, so that's going to help, but we'll see. I think I might have just kind of spaced out, and we'll see. I got to pick it up in the last round now. I don't have any of those, though. Oh, good thinking, John. John used the takeout box. And I was like, where was those desserts coming from? I didn't see that many desserts. He used the takeout box and he duplicated his existing dessert. Oof. Well, I take it back. I'm not in good shape. I'm going to have a counter on the back of the wall here in a week or so, and it's going to say days since Brad's last victory, because I don't think I've won a single game that I've taught yet. All right, time to spam puddings. Give me that. That's my only hope, and it's not a high hope. Good. This time we will get the eel. That was so boneheaded. That was a 10-point swing. Absolutely boneheaded. I think I got the only pudding. That's amazing. Just absolutely boneheaded move. Because I grabbed that eel first, and I was like, this is definitely gonna come back around to me, and I just forgot. And so I got -3 instead of +7. I'm right there with him otherwise. Boom. I already have the most puddings. I don't need to duplicate that. He can't duplicate a pudding. Is there any other value in this for me? Whew, that's interesting. I think I'm gonna burn the takeout box. Oh, duh, Brad. Idiot. Idiot, idiot, idiot. I got confused. I was looking at the takeout box and I thought it was done. Lets me duplicate a previous card. So you can figure out what you're doing in this game, and it can cost you. I might have done it again. I might have screwed up the eel again. I think what I'm learning is I need to stay away from eel. Eel does not agree with me. Thank the sushi gods. I was worried there for a second. Because I couldn't undo that. As soon as I saw what that card did, and I was like, no, I don't want to flip any of these cards. These are all really good. So I took a risk that I'd get an eel back. I got away with it, but still. All right, let's check colors. Remember, soy sauce, whoever has the most colors is going to get points off of this. And I have 1, 2, 3. Soy sauce will be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That'll be some good points. I think I'll get 4 points for that. I am going to win the dessert, but I am just... It's too little too late. I'm way too far behind. We shall see. All right. Don't want the sashimi. Give me the 1 point, which would have been a great time for the takeout box because I could have flipped that and gotten 2 points. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Yeah, sure. Give me one more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woof, that one was not nearly as close. That was such a boneheaded move, guys. Woof. At least Kentaru didn't win again. Okay, but that is Sushi Go Party. That is a really fun, light party game, as the name implies, that uses a card drafting mechanism. Hope you guys liked that and hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, click on the next video to watch the next game, and see you guys in a second.